Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about The Sims 2 corruption and why you shouldn't be as scared about it. One of the most known aspects of the game is how easily you can corrupt your save. But is that actually true? Or there are lies and myths about it? If you are interested in The Sims 2, you probably have heard about a lot of things that can cause corruption. Saving with the things on the phone, putting graves on the open for business shelves, and a lot of other stuff. However, there is a lot of outdated and fake information on the internet about what corruption really is and how it affects your game. Here are some examples of things that don't actually cause corruption in your game. As mentioned in one of Open for Business patch, placing graves in shelves doesn't cause correct data duplication and it won't corrupt your neighborhood. In case you don't know, Ultimate Collection contains all patches released for The Sims 2. So you don't need to worry about corruption. But you cannot sell them, so it really isn't a good business choice. Yeah, this one is pretty strange if you think about it. How could you saving with a thing on the phone cause corruption? Because you really can't cause corruption with that. The worst thing that could happen is your lot having a stuck off-world loiter. That is the thing that is teleported to talk, but if you have the bat box, this is an easy fix. You can straight up click Nuke and off-world loiters and everything's safe, no corruption. The ottomas, or whatever you call them, are really a no piece of corruption in the community. But if you didn't know, they actually don't corrupt your game. Whoa, shocking, right? You may know that they were patched in later seasons, if I'm not wrong, but they never corrupted your game. Some things like that they wouldn't have body parts, nose, arms or other things were lies. And the only strange things that could happen is with pets, objects or non-related things, even like Green Reaper, being in the family tree. But that wouldn't corrupt nothing in your neighborhood, your game, and etc. When you see have a thought bubble and you see a squiggly line, don't worry. If you want to be sure, you can run Hood Checker, but whenever you see the squiggly line that is showing the picture put, it's just automotives and neat icons mashed together. This is really common whenever the game can't find the actual thumbnail for any item, so you don't need to worry about anything. The one that can mean corruption would be the messing texture error memory thought. If you didn't magic the game, if you didn't delete character data, you don't need to worry. This one is a really common error that a lot of people do. Because of the vague description we have, like we only know that it's a squiggly line, so the first time we see it, we freak out, we think we lost our neighborhood. But it's not always like this. This takes me to my next point. Not every error you see on the game will be corruption. A lot of the information you have online make it seem like The Sims 2 is a cup of glass about to break on the floor, shattering all pieces around, but the game is not like that. The game is really smart with a lot of things. If you see an error, if you see a reset error log, you need to search about it using programs like HCDU for conflict checking or what caused this by pick and mix. Not everything will be corruption. You can have a mod conflicting with your normal game behavior, two mods that do the same thing that cause an error. Don't go to corruption for the first option, for the first answer. Corruption is always the last case. You know when you freak up the game. You don't need to worry about corruption if you didn't do anything wrong. The game isn't a bomb about to explode at any moment. It's a really smart and cool game that you can play for how long you want if you are really careful with it, you know? This is why I made this video, to clear a lot of confusion that people have about corruption and to try to remove a bit of the fear that a lot of people, including me, had about corruption. Think that anything that happened could be corruption. Oh no, my scene is spinning around, it's corruption? No. My type would be to always have boot prop testing cheats enabled true. So if your scene resets, you will know what or why it happened. So that's it for today, guys. First of all, I'm really sorry about my pronunciation. English is not my first language, it's actually my third, and I'm not fluent on it, so I'm really sorry if you can't understand something. I'll try to put captions as soon as possible, and I hope you guys stay here for the next video. It will probably be a gameplay, or I will show a bit of my pleasant view after a lot of rounds. So thank you for watching until here, and see you next video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video, and comment what you would like to see next. Thank you, kisses kisses. Mwah.